Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome friends and new friends and subscribers and family. Thank you very much for watching. Welcome to Dixie Quilters, and I'm Marlene. And I'm doing an update now today on our flag project. You've seen some of the videos I've done, flags and more flags, and we're here coming up on 4th of July weekend. We have our bunting done. We have our door hanging bows done. And I think these are going to be Christmas presents before I finish this many flags, The Pat Sloan pattern is the one that we're using consistently. It's pretty simple and easy for us to put together quite a number of them. You can see them behind us here. We just have, the girls wanted these pale colors and not too much definition. But I'm going to show you that I'm sort of thinking of doing more specific looking things like that and more like white lines between the colors. You see that? But for now, I'm going to continue on making another 30 of these. And the dimensions on the little flag is 10.5 by 15. But I think ours are closer to maybe 10.5 by 14. So I think we lost an inch there in miscutting for a while there. But you can see that we have quite a few of the pieces cut. I'll hold this up for you. You can see on our cutting board we have pink stripes, pink toile, a small print, some white, and then some unusual pieces here on the edge. I've got quite a bit of it cut in this fabric. That's one of my favorites. And I'm thinking that as we get closer to doing what I want, I'm going to be using these fabrics for my red stripes. I like this one particularly. And then this for pop of color, along with these guys. They're all slightly different pinks and reds. And then for blues, on the ones that I want to work on, are going to be this grouping. Maybe not that one. Definitely this one. That one's a nice pale color with some texture. I like this little flower. This one's lovely. I like the feathers. The girls didn't like those feathers. And I really like paisley. So my blues are going to be much more color saturated. But I think they would be okay with that one. That's light enough. So I'm not going to start on those today until my daughter comes tomorrow and says, okay, these are okay, Mom. So I don't want to make a bunch of extra ones right now. I would like to finish up at least one in the color scheme that they wanted, which are those pale colors. And it's true, you look on the internet, you look on Etsy for flag quilts. They're not bold. They're very pale, very subdued colors. And the idea, like I talked about last time, is that they wanted them to look weathered, old, used, heirlooms, 100-year-old. So they wanted these paler colors to, sort of replicate that. So I think we have 40 of these now. And what I'm going to do is, since we have figured out how big the sashings were going to be and the borders, I ordered, I think I ordered 12 yards of white from Walmart. And I'm going to just start cutting those into the strips we need for the sashings between each flag and the border. Because I believe, I don't think I have my notes with me, but we did figure out that there would be, if we used those, what is it, 10.5 by 14.5 flags. And we used a 3-inch finished border between each one, which would be, let's say, let me repeat that, a 3-inch finished sashing. So it starts out at 3.5, and then with 2 seam allowances, then it ends up being 3. So those are the lines between the flags. Then the larger or wider borders, or borders are the sides, you know. But in Pat Sloan's pattern, and you can look her up on YouTube. She's a long-standing YouTubing provider of excellent sewing and quilting content. She has a larger sashing between the horizontal lines, meaning the ones that go across like the horizon. So hers are larger. So those look to be almost a 4, 4.5. Let's see what it does call for. Sashings. Well, she says they're 2.5 inches. But the picture appears bigger. We're going to make our sashing between the between the flags, 3.5, which ends up being 3. And she's making them 2.5, which ends up being 2. Oh well. And then our borders are going to be 4.5, the ones that go around the perimeter. So I have a lot of 3.5 and 4.5 strips to make, because, you know, I might as well cut enough for 3 to 4 quilts, right? So that's what I'm going to be working on. The short pieces, you can see here, the short pieces between the vertical lines, which is right there, those are going to need to be small pieces, because you can't run a whole strip this way and a whole strip that way. We're going to make these lines, these rows the same with these strips between. So I think that's going to be the narrow 3.5. And we know that our blocks are all the same size, because I've measured those. And let's go ahead and get a measurement on them. You know, because, you know, we did migrate a bit on our sizing. 14.5 for length, horizontally. And vertically they are, oh my, they're close to 11. Well, they are 11. What are they supposed to be? 10.5. Oh well. Let's measure these. Let's see. This one is 10 7/8, 10.5, 10 3/4, 11. Oh, for goodness sakes, they're all different. Well, we're not going to size any more of these until the girl gets here and decides what she wants to do about those irregular shapes. Because I believe she was doing most of the cutting on, well, all of the cutting on the strips. Let's see now. So, you know, this will be a lesson in how to put things together that are not exactly the same shape. I bet you've never had to do that, right? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut lots and lots of white strips, 3.5 and 4.5. And then we're going to come back at another time and show you what we actually came up with. Okay? And again, when I get ready to do this pattern, this flag pattern is a much smaller flag. So you have to make more of them. But I like how, oh, look at that pattern picture. You see how she put the stripes between are not white? They're like a gray pin tucking. I like that. I wonder if I have anything like that. I've got plain blue chambray look, that would work. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make the Miss Americana. And the girls wanted the grand old flag pattern. Oh, but let's see. How small are those little flags? We may need to reconsider that. They're cutting fat quarters into rectangles. Let's see. The A rectangle is 4.5 by 5.5. C, ABC. And what is D? Let's find out what D is. $11. Okay, so the little flag is going to be 11.5 inches horizontally instead of 14.5. So it's not that much smaller. I think I will continue to do this project. Yeah. So anyway, so that's the one I'm going to make, Layla Boutique's flags. And I may use that blue chambray between all the lines because it's real pale blue. I think it's well, it's not here, but some of her blocks have it in the blue portion, the stars portion. Well, I've also got quite a few yards of that, which is sort of a turquoisey blue pin tucking. Let's see if we can find the chambray. Here's the chambray. What do you think of that to go in between all the stripes? So it would look more like this particular model here with the blue-gray. We could use that. I think I've got plenty of that left. We'll have to wait and see. All right, well, thanks for your interest in this flag project. You know, here we are. It's 4th of July weekend. We better wind up at least one of them, right? And again, we're using the Pat Sloan grand old flag. And it's, you know, it's quite simple. I like that. We could probably, you know, she's going to come over tomorrow. We could probably, that is 4th of July though. We'll be winding one up on 4th of July night. And then I will get this one done for myself at a later date. I'm so excited. So we got lots of strips cut that are already in the shapes that she wants for these. These are all going to be slightly different shaped, and we'll have to cut them down to the exact size. And I'll have my daughter pick out which exact size are we going to do. Probably as big as we can go without cutting down too many of them. Okay, so that's my flag progress, and I can't wait to get into these beautiful fabrics for my stripes. These are the ones that, these right here, this bundle, I ordered from Soft Squares to work on flags with. And I'm going to use those, as well as the blue ones I showed you earlier. And these, I think, are from a Fat Quarter Sew Sampler. I can't remember which one, but aren't they just gorgeous? There's no, wait a minute, there's an edge on this one. No writing. Okay, well, that's it for flags. I hope you've been able to get your projects done. I think these flags projects are really pretty. And then as soon as 4th of July is over, I'm still going to be working on them. So you'll be getting sick of looking at flags as I do progress reports every month. But I've got four of them to make. So how exciting, huh? Crazy. All right, take care, and I hope you have a good 4th. And be safe. Don't burn up any sparklers on your yard. And like I say, be safe and God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.